I was born in England, but I've been living for about half of my life in Germany. And this seriously messes with my mind because it means that simple concepts like home become impossibly vague. Forget all that stuff about home is where the heart is. That's just sentimental nonsense. No, home is where they do things better than whichever country you happen to be in at the time. For example, I'll be complaining to my wife about some aspect of German life that really gets my goat, and I'll say something like, back home, we have proper desserts. You know, the really filling stuff with names like sticky toffee pudding and spotted dick. Proper desserts, not the piddling little yogurts and fruit salad if you're lucky. But when I'm in England, I find myself saying things like, back home, the central heating actually works and the buses don't stop running just because there's an inch of snow on the road. I find visiting Britain these days a bit weird because, among other things, I have forgotten how to queue. Seriously, getting in the bus queue is an art form and one that Germans have never mastered. Here in Germany it's all elbows and every man for himself. But in Britain, even though you can't see it, there is a queue. And having lost my instinct for finding the end of the queue, which is never where a foreigner might think it is, I tend to accidentally barge in. And oh boy, queue bargers are not welcome in Britain. They are subjected to the most humiliating punishment imaginable. They really know how to make you feel like a worm. So to all those at Bristol bus station waiting for the 376, my sincere and heartfelt apologies. One of the problems of visiting Britain is that it's not the Britain that I remember. The Britain that I remember is the Britain of 1993, but a lot has changed since then. I'll walk into a shop, look at the price of a packet of sandwiches, and have no clue whether or not I'm being ripped off. Everything seems so foreign. The police cars look different, there are restaurant chains I've never heard of, and even Yorkie bars aren't what they used to be. But it's not as if I feel German either. And this is brought home to me when I fly back and I'm confronted by that most malevolent of horrors, the German immigration official. Culture shock begins here. I mean, I am by no means a fan of the American brand of false smiles and pathological cheerfulness. Hi, my name's Dave, and it's my pleasure to be inspecting your passport today. It's moronic, but at least you know it's their way of trying to make you feel welcome. The Germans make you wonder if you've landed in the middle of the zombie apocalypse. It makes me feel as if they've just discovered some terrible secret of mine and I'm about to be locked away for 20 years because of some bill I forgot to pay in 2003. And maybe this is all deliberate, it's their way of catching criminals. I know I've come close to breaking down. Oh, stop it, please, I confess. Whatever it is, I confess to it. I shot the sheriff, I let the dogs out. I jumped the queue at Bristol bus station, it was me. But the moment passes, they hand you back your documents in stern silence, and then you have to walk through wondering whether a trapdoor is going to open up and drop you into a tank full of sharks. But then, even that would be better than the British way, which would be... Remember, you can always send me a postcard at this address. You can also find me elsewhere on the web. Visit Rewboss.com to find out how. Yes, the figures are increasing dramatically. No, it's not an invasion.